All right, our objective for today, who can read that on the board? Jessica, can you read that nice and loud for the whole class? Okay, and that should be closed, please, because it makes it hard to hear. What Jessica just said, our objective for today is I can add columns of numbers with regrouping. And as you can see there at the top, page 99, what's our topic for our lesson today, Brianna?
Adding columns of numbers with regrouping.
So adding columns of numbers with regrouping. Have we done this already? Have we been regrouping before? Yes. When? Who can tell me? Thinking back to our previous lesson, some of the other things we've worked on. Who can give me an example when we have already done this? Think about it. Think about when. I got about a few people for these front row or front groups. Everyone in the back, think about when did we also work with regrouping? And we also use another term for it, another way to remember it that most of you seem to have done instead of regrouping. Bryce, what do you think?
We replace it with a letter.
No, that's not. That was regrouping. That was what we worked with yesterday. Savannah, what do you think? So when we were adding, before we were adding what kind of numbers? We were adding two-digit numbers that required you to regroup. Thank you. In other words, you would, we said you could carry the number, correct? All right, you guys remember that. Awesome. Go ahead, turn your page to 100. Page 100. We'll start on the new concept today. All right? The new concept. Top of page 100. I'm going to start reading that short little paragraph above example 1. Everyone's eyes should be at the top of page 100. If you really want to show me you're following along, put your fingers there, just like you guys were doing yesterday. An awesome job at that. Okay. It says, we have practiced solving addition problems in which we regroup 10 ones as 110, but sometimes the sum of the digits in the ones column is 20 or more. When this happens, we move a group of 2 or more tens to the tens column. So, when we, let's see here, I did 19 plus 2. 9 plus 2 is what, Dallas? 9 plus, we're adding here. 9 plus 2 is 11. So how do I write that? Where do I put the 11 at?
You put 1 on the bottom and you carry 1.
So I put a 1 right here? And then what place value is that?
That would be 10.
This one's the tens?
No.
What place value is this? Right here. So I ask you to help them out?
The what?
The 1. This is the, you see that, Dallas? What place value is this? The 1s. And you told me I have to place another 1 somewhere, correct?
Yep.
Which is in what place value?
The 10.
The 10s. And so do I put it, where do I put this other 1 at?
On top.
On top of this one right here?
Mm-hmm.
So now what do you have to do?
You add both those ones together, that would equal 2.
Okay, and I put it down here? So it gives you what?
The total number is 21.
Okay. So we've done this before already, correct? Everyone? All right, what if I had 15 plus 6, I should have put my plus there. 15 plus 6 plus 2. No, wait, that doesn't do it either. Give me a second here. Okay, there we go. 15 plus 6 plus 9. What would I need to do first on this? Austin Huggins, I seen your hand shoot right up. Let's see.
Add the 5, 6, and 9.
Okay, and what's that going to give us?
6 plus 9 equals 15 plus another 5 equals 20.
Okay. So how am I going to write this 20 when I just about started there?
Write a 0 and then you add the 2 up on the top of 1.
Okay. Can I still do that? I mean, everything we've done before has only been, you've only carried a 1. can I still carry that too?
Yeah.
Alright, and why can I still carry that too?
Because
What place value is it in?
ones.
The 2 is in the 1s?
No.
The 2 is in the,
Tens.
so I put it up here?
Yeah.
And now what do I need to do?
You add the 2 to 1, which gives you 3.
Okay, so you see how when we add in the 1's place value that sometimes the number that you carry is gonna be greater than 1?
Yeah.
Yes, we see that? Alright, so go ahead, take a look at example 1. Actually, number 16, who's my number 16? Antonio, go ahead and read that nice and loud for us, please.
The number of students in the classroom is 28, 26, and 29, and 28. How many students are there in all 4 classrooms?
Okay, so the number of students in 4 classrooms is 28, 26, 29, and, I didn't hear anyone, I'm gonna do this again. Okay, the number of students in 4 classrooms is 28, 26, 29, and? 29. Thank you, and thank you for not shouting this morning, I really appreciate that. So, we have our 4 classrooms and the number of kids in there, correct? What are they asking of us to do on this, Richard?
We arrange the numbers vertically and then add the 1 to some. There's 32, which is 3 tens plus 2 ones. And we record the 2 in the 1's place. And then 3 either above or below the tens column. Then we finish adding.
All right, thank you for reading that right there. So, number 17, who's number 17? Crystal, come on up here for a minute. So we've got our 4 classroom totals up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, grab one of the pens. Go ahead and put your plus sign right there. What do I need to do first? Okay, so you're gonna add what? What are you adding first? The 1's place. And go ahead and get started while you're doing that. What she's doing there, is that okay to do? Austin Hall? Is that okay to do it that way? It's an awesome way to do it. She's helping herself break all those numbers into larger ones to make it easier for her to
Add.
Awesome, thank you, Bryce. So then she rewrote it over here, I like that. And the way she's doing this, like if you have a problem like this in your assignment, you have to make sure you show all the work. I really like that. Okay, so you got 32 for this first column, right? How are you gonna write that? If we're learning how to regroup with all these numbers, how are you gonna write that? So you put your 2 there, wait, before you go on, why are you putting your 2 there?
It's in the 1's.
Can you tell the class that nice and loud for us?
Because it's in the 1's.
Everyone hear that? So then the 3 is in the what's place. And where are you going to put that at? Alright, so now what do you need to add? And everyone else at your desk should be following along, checking your work, making sure you agree. So you got your 5 plus 4 plus 2, you broke that down, correct? 112. Thumbs up if you agree, thumbs down if you don't. Everyone agrees with this one? Awesome, thank you, Crystal, you did a great job. Everyone see that up there? See how she showed all of her work here? And we did how she did her carrying of the 10's place up there?
Yeah.
So again, this is kind of like a review, but this time they're giving you more.
Information.
I'm looking for, it begins with the D, I think it was one of our, raise your hand. Begins with the D, I think it was one of our vocabulary words. Josh?
Some.
No, begins with the D. Joseph? No. What are these right here? No. Danielle? Digits, thank you, exactly the word I was looking for. They're giving you more digits now to add in the columns, okay? Head up please, Austin. Thank you. Okay, So go ahead and take a look at example 2. They're kind of adding a little bit more onto this one. So everyone's eyes should be on page 100, example 2. Page 100, example 2, please. All right. Here it says that we need to add 227 plus 88 plus what?
6.
Thank you. Okay, so we line up the last digits of the numbers, then we add the digits in the ones column to get, it says 21. So I'm going to call a number up here. 14. Who's my 14? August. Austin Huggins, come on up here. Okay, go ahead and use blue. Makes it easier to see. We have the numbers 200. Here, I'll write them up here actually for you first. We have these three numbers. 227, 88, and 6. Now I need you to add all of those up. Now, how are you going to place these? And everyone needs to pay close attention because I need to make sure to really focus on something here. Make sure you leave yourself enough room. Okay, now, go ahead and stand over here to this side. I'm right over here for me. Okay. Now, looking at how he wrote this, what did he make sure that he did when he wrote all these numbers down? Did he just write them any which way? Think, and I don't want to hear shout-outs. Think about this. When he wrote down his problem, the numbers that he was going to add right here, did he just put the numbers in there any which way that he wanted? Or did he make sure that he did something specific in order to make sure that when he added, he got the correct? Savannah, I haven't heard from you, I don't think, yet today. What did he do specifically?
He put them in grade
He did do that, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Brianna, what do you think? Notice how we put these numbers all together, then he did these ones, and these ones. Why did he do that? Let's say that I'm going to use a different color to show you. Let's say, okay, he wrote his 227, he put 88 here, and 6 here. He's still adding all those numbers, is that right? Are you still going to get the same answer if you added this as you did with this? You are? What do you think? You don't think so? So why did he do it this way? What did you notice? What did he line up here that he lined up here and here? As opposed to this one where I put him anywhere. I'm still adding.
He put them in the column that they belong.
Okay, and what is that column that they belong? What's that called?
In the place value.
Thank you, exactly. You put it in the correct place value, right? So, we all need to make sure that if we recopy the problem or if we need to write out what we're going to add, that we place all the numbers in the correct. I heard it. I'm going to ask it one more time. So when we write our numbers down, when we got large numbers like this and we need to add, we need to make sure they're in the correct
Place value.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Here, let's rewrite this so you got a little bit more room here. I'll do that on the next slide. How's that? Everybody work that problem out for us. Everyone at your seat should be thinking about the problem too. And I believe most of you, I told you to leave your spiral notebook out. And if you did, I want you to start writing. If you don't have it out, don't worry about it. If you have it out, I want you to start working on this problem too. You need to remember to keep that out. I know Bryce asked me earlier, and I told you you were going to need it, didn't I? Yep. And those of you that don't have it out, like I said, sit there, think about it in your head, and double check to see if he's doing it how you would be doing it, if you agree with his answer. I like how you caught yourself there. What he just did there, he just caught himself making a mistake, which is something we all should also work on when we're doing our assignment, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Slowly working through it, not rushing.